Welcome to another maintenance video here. I am very anxious. I had a very anxiety-filled day. Haven't felt this in a while. So forgive me if I come across a bit grumpy, but that ain't stopping me. So I realized something tragic. There's a piece of hair sticking out of Emerald's forehead. You see it right there? Right there. It's sticking out. I need to fix that, and it'll be a tutorial on how to fix things like this in VROID STUDIO. My goodness. We need to go into the hair editor. Or at least I named these. Thank goodness I took the time to name these. And I am just going to remove... I'm going to disable all the hair that does not have a problem. Oop! Now that is where the problem is. So let's disable all the other hair so we don't mess it up by accident. And see, ooh, there's another piece of hair sticking out of her forehead right there as well. Look at those, they're like daggers. What is going on? What is going on? I swear I did not notice that the first time around. How? Oh my gosh, my own face. My own face screwed up. So many little things to fix. So I'm gonna open this up. It seems like it's just an extra piece of hair I made by accident. So I'll just delete it. I think people have come so far to this part don't need a tutorial on how to remove bits and pieces of hair from your avatar's forehead. What if I label the video how to remove pieces of hair from your avatar's forehead? You know, one thing I have been thinking is that her hair will look a lot better if there's a bit more volume in the middle section there. I'm gonna secretly do that. Probably only the people who watch this video will notice, because it will be subtle. I'm gonna fix up this hair a bit. Let's see. Which layer would it be? The back of the hair, maybe? If we add some volume to the back of the hair. I think to this piece it would be good. Let me see if I can do that. It'd be... yeah, I think... What do you guys think? Oh no, there's no chat. I'm talking to chat even though there's no chat. And I'm just gonna repeat that to the other side. I really should have mirrored it. There is a mirror function you can use on VROID STUDIO. It's right here. And it lets you pull out things from both sides at the same time, like this. And also what bothers me a lot when using this model is this part. You see how the scalp kind of sticks out there? It looks really bad. So I'm gonna just do a quick fix there. And this part, this is a little tricky. It's really important to make sure you have the right piece of hair selected. And then I'm gonna use the control point tool. Oh, it can't be used on this. Ah, it must be a procedural? Is it a procedural? Welp. I guess we're gonna have to use this. I think it's procedural, not a single strand of hair. So it's just important to monitor everything really carefully as I change this. So now that's fixed. However, this part of the bangs looks kind of weird. You can see it clips pretty obviously. We fixed one problem but created another. I'm hoping if I just pull out those bangs of it, it will stop clipping. Let's see if that works. And I should be able to edit this piece of hair, yes. Good. Now, we could do it this way, but actually I think I will just pull it out like this. It's a bit difficult to accomplish. I don't want it to stick out too much at the same time. I do think a little more volume on her hair would look good. So, like, her hair looks a bit too flat in some places. I'm going to try to add some wind and see how it looks when it's moving. And see, I might have to pull this strand underneath it up a bit as well. It sticks out a bit too much in my opinion. Let me try to fix that. I'm just gonna push this down a bit. The darn clipping. That looks more natural, you know? Kind of. Really careful about this. There we go. I think that looks good, and when Emerald turns, it merges a bit, which I actually quite like. How this line right there merges a bit. I think that's okay, I can live with this. I would like to shorten this piece of hair too. Want to make sure it's even with the other side. It needs to be a bit... I'm gonna make it a bit longer and make the other side a bit shorter. Alright, alright. Given... Okay. Given Emerald a haircut today, this will be shortened as well. A trick to make your hair smooth in VROID is to be really careful with your control points. So it doesn't work to just make them randomly spaced, like have the spacing here be long, short, long, short, long, long, short, 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 short. that's not going to give you a smooth curve. And it also doesn't work to just keep everything even either. That's not how curves work. It's important to gradually taper off your curve by gradually getting shorter spacing or gradually getting longer spacing. I will demonstrate how this works in a second. After I fix this to look how I want it to. Before I before I show how the control points work, I'm just gonna double check how this model looks when it's moving before I lose my flow. It's important when you're working to follow the flow of the task at hand. Yeah, that place, see that part in the bangs? It looks really bad when the wind's moving. There's a lot of clipping going on there. And I hate how you can see the hair underneath that. Oh, I hate that. Like, if you look at my model, it doesn't have that problem at all. Except for really close to the ears. Which is one of the reasons why it looks better. So I'm gonna come back and try to fix that. I think that this method of explaining it is very helpful. So imagine you have a square, right? And then if you want to make a circle in the square, how would you go about doing that with only straight lines? Because vector points will only give you straight lines, right? So in VROID Studio, if you want to create a curve, you're only allowed to manage these vector points which give you straight lines. Catch my drift? You can't draw a curve. So if we wanted to make a circle inside a square, what you need to do is first divide the square into halves. And then what you do is keep finding halves. Okay? Like this. And then you connect these halves. See, it's already taking a circular shape. So now we know if we want to create a circle, all these segments have got to be the same size. It's not really about getting the sizes perfect. It's about kind of getting a feel for it. Okay, then next, what you do, you divide this line in half, and you divide this in half. And you divide this in half. Like this. And what you're doing is basically carving out the circle so that it's smoother. You see? And now all the sides are even. So that's how you make a circle. With vector lines. You want all the spacing between the points to be even. And at the same angle. And you will get a circle line. However, what I was saying earlier, for hair, it's different. Because the kind of hair anime usually is, it starts out pretty straight, then it tapers into a curve like this. Okay? So how are we going to vectorize this thing? So let me explain what's happening with the circle for a second. So with the circle thing that I just showed, when we make the first division, so cutting everything into halves, like this, cutting off the corners, right? Half of this and half of this. We can think of this as an exponential graph. Okay? Follow along with me for a second here. Alright, so we're cutting everything in half. So we're cutting both things in half again. And we're cutting both things in half again. Right? So it's interesting what kind of spacing we get on this graph. It's exponential in a way. It's a straight line, but it's exponential, right? And when we're doing anime hair, it's kind of a similar concept in the sense that it's exponential as well. So we're going to take this exponential pattern and bring it over into hair. The only difference is that the exponential pattern is going to also be for distance. And we're going to give it a slight curve. And it should even out. And if you move the last point a little bit more in one direction, you're going to get a nice flick. Let me know if it made you more confused or if it helped the concept click in your mind. We're kind of, so you have a circle here, right? What we're kind of doing is just taking one side of this and cutting it in half, you see? So the piece of hair we're getting is actually just taking this curve. So that's why it works, I think. Because, like, for my hair, it kind of would just be like this. You know what I'm saying? This shape. Right here in this part of the circle. So when you consider how this circle is mapped from a square onto a graph, you kind of see how it transfers into a curve for the vector. I hope that explains a little bit better. The best way to do it is just through experience. But if you want an analytical, logical explanation, this is what this is the best you're getting from me. So the thing is, it looks okay when it's still, so I don't know, I kind of wonder if it's a bone editor problem. I think I'll just raise this up instead. Make our bangs floofier instead. The main problem still remains though. The main problem being that I can see Emerald's scalp hair whenever they move. And what is this suspicious gray line? Oh, that's the mesh. That's okay. I don't know what to do about that. Can't edit that. Wonder if just moving it forward like that would help any. Probably not. Ah. That's really annoying. Also, this hair looks like it's coming out of the skin, which is ew. Let me see if I can fix that. It's this piece of hair. Yeah, it just needs to be popped out more. What about this piece of hair? Not that piece. This piece. Right. Middle bangs, side bangs. Must be this one. No? Hmm. Ah, it's this guy. Yeah, this guy is troublesome. Yeah, I need to go all the way up there, my dude. There you go. I think what I will do to fix seeing... Okay. The scalp problem is I'll just reduce the rigging a bit. The bone rigging a bit for the hair. Cover this up. I should follow my own advice. A lot of this hair is janky. See how I didn't really follow my own advice about the spacing? I mean, yeah, some people might say, it doesn't matter much to fix these little things. And that's true. That's true, it doesn't matter that much. I think I will just make this piece a bit thicker to cover up that ugly hair you can see. The width. The width's already turned up. No. That's the texture width. Really? No, I don't think so. You know? I think that is good. That is not good. Yeah. I'm just gonna change the bone rigging so that only the tips move, kind of like my model. It's only the tips that move. And then just make some of the bangs stay still so it doesn't show all the ugliness underneath it. So yeah, I think I can call this tutorial something like how to make hair look better in VROID Studio. So here the hit radius is giant, so I'll turn that down. And then that just means it's gonna pop out less. See how that pops out less now? Whereas if I increase the hit radius, it's going to pop out because it's making contact with the head, hitting the head, so to speak. See? So yeah, it looks a lot better. Lower. And I want the hit radius for this to be higher and this to be higher as well, because I want those to stick out. I want the hit radius to be almost nothing for these two. that's good. This can be nothing. No. I selected the wrong one. Oh, those are on the same layer? That's bad. Those should be on different layers. Damn. Which one is this? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move this one into this layer. So the middle bang layer? Yeah, this... Oh, it's in this middle bang layer. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Hair 16, is it? So I'm gonna remove it from there. And add it to this group. Add hairs to bone group. Nice. That should be a lot better now. And yeah, see how this hair is rigged from all the way up here? I want to move it down so it's only the tip. I'm gonna bring this down so it's only the tip that's moving. For these, they don't seem to be rigged. Are these rigged? Oh yeah, they are rigged. But again, I only want it to be the tip. For this guy, it's okay if it's bigger. It's not going to show any ugly stuff underneath it. Yes, that should be the same. That's pretty much the tip. Yeah. I'm thinking this hit radius can be higher because it's clipping here. So higher hit radius can remove the clipping. And this, I will lower the hit radius. Also to avoid the clipping problems. Same reason there. And what is going on here? Higher the hit radius. Yeah, there's a lot of clipping going on here. Gravity is how much things move. I just figured out. But no, I don't think I can fix this much here. You know, I think I have to come here and fix it. There we go. Nice, the hair doesn't hit at all the hood on that left side. That's nice. First time that's not happening. Change this hit radius to 4. 2. Let me test it out again. It's still sitting here. This left hair is not though. I'm surprised. No, the only thing I think I can do is try to pull these out. Well, that was an easier fix than I expected. Never mind, it didn't fix it. Is that even the problem, though? Part of the problem. On this side, 7. I use 7. I guess I really need to use a high. What is it called? High hit radius. Look at that hair. Well, at least the problem's fixed. That's right, I did have that problem before, adding too many. Or moving the fixed point up too high. Yeah. Interesting. So maybe to fix the problem, what I could do is just move the fixed point down a lot. And move the hit radius up. Lower this. And I'm gonna re-add this. Go. Making this hit radius really high. And yes, these are both really bothersome. Oh. This one is okay, the pink one is annoying. I'm gonna get rid of this pink one. Okay. What we learned, with fixed point down, radius up even more. And I will go into design. Alright. I'm happy with the fix. So here's my new model. I'd really like to hear who you think is better. Am I better after I got plastic surgery? Or is the old me better? I got plastic surgery. I got plastic surgery. I have a better chance at fame. I better get famous now. Also, my eyes kind of twitch. It adds to the realism. Don't worry too much about it.